we've seen the video you posted. You were bleeding badly. And,
Yeah.
you elaborated the incident. What exactly happened?
So I was on my way to Baner. I wanted to have lunch with the two kids. The kids are not mine. I stay in my uncle's building, and the kids are his tenants. So they're moving to Canada in like 7 days. And since it was my off day, I said I will just go and have that one meal with them. And yeah, I left from Hadapsar to go all the way to Baner. And when I actually was about to reach the Mahabaleshwar Chowk where this incident happened, before that, this uncle was, like blocking me. He wouldn't let me go to the left, to the right, and he was constantly doing that. When the signal was red and our vehicles came, parallel to each other, I tried to have a dialogue with him saying like, okay, why would you do this? Why are you driving like this? To which he very aggressively, took his window like down and he started abusing me. And his overall body language was so aggressive that I figured that this guy is up to no good. And I got that space. The signal got green. We left. I got that little bit of space. I took my vehicle to the left and I took it on the, Banir Pashan Link Road because it's a narrow lane. And I saw a cop, majorly I saw a lady cop in that particular, that signal. And I was like, okay, if he's going to do something, there's going to be help for me. I'm not going to be alone. So I took my vehicle to the left, and this man, he came speeding, and he was speeding at a level wherein I could hear the way he's racing. I could hear that voice, and the kids behind me started screaming very loudly, saying that Didi humko uda dega. Oh, why don't you do something about it? So my first thing was I took it to the left in that narrow lane, and I was like, let me just have a word with him. This guy, he comes, he just blocks me, gets out of his car very furiously, grabs me by my t-shirt, and he's a tall man. He grabs me by my t-shirt and he just punches me straight like so many times that, I went blank for like 10 seconds. And till the time I could get back into my senses, his wife from the passenger seat came out to see what's going on. She didn't, intervene in this entire thing. She came out, and then when I saw, till the time I could come into my senses, this guy was, his left hand was on his car's door, like he was trying to flee away from the incident. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, like I couldn't see what's going on around me. I just, without thinking twice, I just went into his passenger seat. I went there, I tried to get the, the keys from there, and I got hurt also in that entire thing. His wife, she got on top of me like from back. She pulled my hair. She was trying to get me out, and she kept saying in Marathi, "Killi de, amchi killi de, asa ka kartes," types. And there was another lady who, tried to help me like in this entire situation. She came, she grabbed that lady, this man's wife. She grabbed that lady. She pulled her out and she said, "Aapne already usko itna mara hai. Why are you still doing this to her?" And then she got the two of us separated from this entire scenario. When the man saw that the keys are with me in my pocket, this man from this side, from the door, he comes here and he tries to push me in that nala which is there. He tries to push me with my vehicle. And my legs were like above knee. I was into that muck which is there. I was trying to, somehow get a grip and not fall into it. So this guy did that, and because I had the keys, thankfully I got the keys. I handed it over to a cop. In this entire thing, there was one man who came. He was a cop. He opened his jacket. He showed it to me. "I'm a cop. Can you just hand over the keys to me?" I gave it to him. And then the people who were there, they rushed me to the hospital. They took care of the kids who were with me. And yeah, they took me to a local hospital there for the primary treatment. We did that. And yeah, then I was rushed to Chadrashungi police station. And after that, the cops were very supportive. I would like to thank Shamal Patil ma'am. She helped us out throughout without thinking twice. She was on her feet. Like, she was constantly like there providing us with help. She saw that my bleeding wasn't stopping even when I went after this primary treatment to the police station. She she was like, okay, you're bleeding, you're still bleeding. Would you want to go to another hospital? She made up papers very quickly. She sent us to Sassoon Hospital. We went there. From there, they again sent another lady cop to, assist me and help me out while my friends were there with me. So, yeah, and then after this entire scenario, then they checked up on me. They're like, would you like to just come back to the police station to, file this FIR? We'd like to understand what exactly happened. So, yeah, I mean, I went back.
This all incident happened in broad daylight yesterday. You also raised a question of safety.
Correct.
Of women. What was yours at that point? What do you think about it? It's really concerned.
I just felt very, like, I felt helpless. Even though, I see, if you check my Instagram, people are still writing there saying like, oh, the video was important to her. Before taking an ambulance or taking any medical treatment, she made that video. I just want to put it out there that the video was made, it was made for my own, like as an evidence that this has actually happened, because the man was about to flee. So I had no proof on me. I would have, like, how would I prove? I don't have people around me. Who's going to, come as a witness to say this entire thing? And I used that video on my channel. I had the medium. I put it up, seeking and screaming for help. If it was just for attention or for anything that I want those likes or views or hits, it wasn't that. I have tagged media in it. I dialed to a lot of media people from the incident, because I have worked with the media for a brief period. So I had certain contacts. I tried to do this, like, okay, this is what has happened. So yeah, I mean, it's just that if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody, and it's not cool. It's not cool for people to do something like this. And I had that medium, I put it out. What if a normal person who doesn't know how to use Instagram, was not there on social media, or wouldn't have, that particular following or whatever to put it out? How would you get help? It wouldn't have come to light. How would you get help? So that was my whole idea of putting it up. So yeah, I mean, safety wise, I don't know how else. Pune was never a city like this. I'm born and brought up here. It wasn't like this. It was like the best city, but I don't know where it's going now.
What do you want? Like, what's your expectation? Like, just, because you are very vocal also in social media. So what is your expectation? How we can make this?
I just feel basic rules should be in place. People stop behaving like maniacs when there's so much going around. Just be mindful of what you are doing. It's not cool. आप एक signal तोड़ रहे हो, मत करो.